At this point, what is the biggest misconception of you? What's a view or opinion that is incorrect people have about you?
Everybody always thinks I'm a rapper. I don't know if it's because of how I dress. I don't know.
Because of that, have you lost or gained opportunities?
I feel like, honestly, I've gained more. It's the year of the rapper, especially the female rapper. I don't know, but I'm like, how does even a rapper look? So that really didn't make sense to me, but that's what people always say. I didn't know you sing.
What do you consider at this point in your career as far as position in music?
What do I consider like where I'm at?
Yeah, if not a rapper.
Oh,
right? You don't consider yourself a rapper.
No. I can rap and I can, I'm a songwriter too, so I can write, I've written for rappers and things like that. But I am an R&B artist. I sang down.
Now, when it comes to writing for rappers, how far has it gone in that realm?
As far as writing for them?
Yeah.
Just like, okay, so I'll sing the hook and then we'll be in the studio together. So like I'll kind of like be like, say it like this or do the tone. And like I'll sit, I like to be with the rapper because, it's different. You need to get into their life. So I'll sit with them and be like, okay, what do you think of going this direction? Because, I know kind of what a radio hit would sound like. So, yeah.
So it would just get as far as just the hook? You wouldn't write any verses?
I'll throw words in. I like to write with them because I want their lingo. Because, they be from New York and everywhere, and may not say the things the way they say it.
Now, there is a debate in hip-hop about that when it comes to rappers and their lyrics. Mm-hmm. Some people want to know that the lyrics from the rapper are their own lyrics. Mm-hmm. They don't want any songwriters involved. They don't want people writing. They don't want to find out people are writing their lyrics. They want to know that it's that rapper that's spitting those lyrics. It's from them. It's from their heart or their perspective, or it's from them, basically. And then there's some that don't care about who wrote it. They just want a good song. Now, from your perspective, you being in the industry, what is your opinion on that when it comes to rap music?
I get it because hip-hop is like, that's the streets. They outside. So I get it. It's got to come from their experiences. But I think the smartest way to go, if you're going to be in the music industry and do what you love and you want to make a whole career for your family, you're going to take input and you're going to get ideas because sometimes you got rappers who are only lyricists, right? And so they don't know how to even put a hook together. They don't even know how to put a song together. So you want to get on the radio. That's the goal. The goal is to get a Grammy. The goal is to get the AMAs and whatever, the BET Awards and things like that. So you want to be able to take input and get suggestions. If you're great at verses, then just tell them to send you hooks. Or sometimes they just might be good at hooks and they need help on the verses to make them catchy because you want everything to be a caption. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake just got the formula down. But I don't think there's anything wrong with it because honestly, a lot of R&B artists, like, it's okay for us to say that we have songwriters or we collaborate, but I don't know. It's just weird with rappers, but...
When it comes to your own personal music, what percentage, okay, rough estimate, if we have 100% pie chart, what percentage of your music is you personally writing your own lyrics versus some sort of help, whether it's songwriting, ghostwriting, whatever kind of writing?
Mm-hmm. See, in R&B, we don't have to call it ghostwriting. We actually really like to collab. But I would say 75-80% is me. I like to bring in other writers, though, because as a singer, especially because we have to think about our key. Like, I'm an alto. So if I always sing a certain type of tone or melody, I need somebody else's input to make some of my songs have some variation. You know what I'm saying? Like vocal production, things like that. We need different type of elements or else every song gonna sound the same pretty much. So I like to call in other writers. Like I got my boy Duka, he come in, things like that, like DeMar Jackson, stuff like that.
So ghostwriting doesn't happen in R&B?
We don't call it that, no. We just say songwriting.
Everybody gets public credit?
Yeah, like Babyface is huge, right? For a million years, and he's a songwriter, artist, still a songwriter, still an artist, everything, producer, and it just how we roll, I guess.
Now, when it comes to songwriting, for the audience that isn't familiar on that side of things, for you, care to share public credits you've got for some of your biggest songs you've helped write?
Oh yeah. Well, I got my first #1 on Billboard. It was the pop dance charts with a Disney artist named Skylar Stecker. The song is called Only Want You, and we actually beat Rihanna's Wild Thoughts. Well, DJ Khaled and Rihanna. So that was big for me as a songwriter because I'm really good at pop, like writing pop. They love it. I collaborated with Tricky Stewart, and then I've written for Jacquees, Jacob Lattimore, Tiny. Just recently, Highland Star. He's with Wolfpack, Arabian. I'm still currently writing for some newer artists. As a songwriter, you gotta wait for the song to come out. See, you know what I'm saying? You gotta write like 100 songs to get one to come out. So yeah.
This #1 song you're a part of, care to share what your actual role in that song was?
I actually, so this is how it happened. I wrote the whole song one day. I went to Red Zone, Tricky Stewart studio, and I wrote the whole song, and they loved it. And Tricky, he's like a legendary producer. He's responsible for like Rihanna, Umbrella, stuff like that. So he likes to pick apart the song. He loved my hook that I did. So he was like, we keeping that, and then we're going to bring Crystal Carr in. That's my homegirl. And she came and she did something to the verses, and then I came back in and I wrote the bridge. So basically a hook is 25%, and then the bridge is 5%, so I got 30%, yeah.
And then the artist actually comes in and just...
And she cut it.
Okay.
And when she cut it, her label came in. They loved it. They're like, this is going to be the single. So she shot, like, this whole video in L.A. Like, it was just so cute. And then, like, Disney is huge. So she's performing at Radio Disney, everything. And they were like, the song is going #1. And I didn't really know. Like, I'm like, oh, for real? And I'm just in the studio writing for another artist. And they're like, yeah, it's going #1. And so I keep watching. And I saw it went #2. I'm like, oh, this is big. I'm good right here. And then it went #1 the next week. I said, oh my God, this is crazy. So, I mean, it was really big. It make you want more.
Have you ever heard the song in passing?
Yes. Oh my God. I was in Las Vegas. We was at the SLS, and I'm sitting there with Kiki Wyatt. I also write for Kiki Wyatt, and the song is on, and I'm like, girl, I wrote this song. And so I made like a little Snapchat, but yeah, it was cute.
Because it's one thing to, put your song on yourself or, maybe the song's placed somewhere, or like you said, it's going to be a live performance and you turn on the TV and you're actively looking for it. But to have it passively, spontaneously, randomly come on and play.
I couldn't believe it.
Wondered what that felt like.
Yeah.
Which leads me to this next question. So when it comes to your own personal music, has there ever been a song where... Well, before I even get to that question, maybe I should ask you this before. All right, when it comes to music, obviously you create music for yourself and you also create music for others. But how do you know whether you keep it for yourself or you're giving it or potentially giving it to someone else?
Yeah, I've taught myself not to be too attached to songs because I know that I could always write another one. That's what I've just like. If Beyonce, Rihanna, if they want it, cool. I just write another one. So I just don't get attached. But like it do be certain songs that I just love. I'm like, ooh, I hope we could put this out before somebody take it. But I don't get too attached.
Has there ever been a song that you were thinking it could be for someone else, but you get a little selfish and you decide to keep it for yourself, and maybe it didn't get as big or as far on your own for yourself when it may have gone bigger for someone else?
Well, okay, so I have a song called Close That Door that Black Elvis produced. He actually called me into the studio to write it for Beyonce. And I don't know if it never got to her or something, but either way, I put it out, and actually it got really big on the radio. It's playing in all the Foot Lockers, like, all around the United States. So it's actually gotten really big, and the video's doing great. And I still see, like, future things for it. Obviously, I don't have the engine that the Queen has. But I I do feel like, it obviously would have gotten further with her, but it did really well with me.
And that's another scenario, right? Where maybe you have a song for someone else and it doesn't reach the light of day and you keep it for yourself and it does well for you. So it could be a vice versa thing.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if that's something you've ever experienced. Like you take a song, you could have had it for someone else, you keep it for yourself and you're like, dang, I should have let someone else have this.
I'm going to always give it to who need to have it. No, yeah. Because I don't mind writing another song.
So after you leave this interview, if you so happen to create a smash hit writing-wise, and you know it's a smash hit, you say to yourself, this is going to be for someone first, and if no one grabs it, then I'll keep it for me. Is it that kind of scenario?
That's what that's what I say. Because I got a couple songs, I'm like, all right, I'm going to send them out now, and I'm going to give them about 6 months. And then if they not picking, y'all like, all right, here we go, next project.
When it comes to Engine, have you ever had a recording contract? Have you ever signed a recording contract? Have you ever had a record deal yet?
Not yet.
What is your opinion on that?
I mean, I feel like for me as an R&B artist, I do want one. I want like a big deal because I feel like it just takes more for an R&B artist. Now, if, you know what I'm saying, I get the right team, we can, you know what I'm saying, get the money up. Because it just take more money to push R&B artists. It just is what it is because it is, I don't know. But we make a lot of money in the end. But yeah, I definitely do want a record label.
What stopped you thus far?
Shoot, I feel like it's God be making people's secrets come to light because it was something earlier this year, but then the situation was coming from the wrong person, so I'm kind of maybe glad that it didn't happen with that person, so.
So you almost did sign something, and it...
Very much something.
Now... You have been offered, you have had opportunities to sign?
A lot.
You've passed on offers, you've declined offers?
The problem with the situation with me, I guess, is it be the people talking, and they don't even be telling me what be going on. So I had to kind of filter a lot of that out this year, really. It's just like I don't even know what these people are telling these people. I don't even know what happens with the situation. So that's what I've been having to get rid of.
I remember there was a moment when you were part of the Cool Club. What was that and what happened to that?
The Cool Club. It was me. I mean, how do you explain that? I guess maybe in my mind I was like, ooh, this could be like some Ja Rule Ashanti type Murder Inc. situation, but it was not that. It was not giving that. It was a lot of running around. And I think that it's kind of hard for an artist to sign to an artist, especially to sign to an artist who don't feel like they're where they're supposed to be at yet. So then when they're not where they're at, and you might be able to get somewhere that really they should be focused on you, but they're still stuck in artist mode, it's kind of hard to get past that. So
was that an actual record label? Was that a recording contract there? Was it just a crew?
It was a production deal type of situation, yeah.
Okay. And what ended up happening with that?
Just was over. We canceled that.
So you got out of that situation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you get out of it?
Well, I really just, it was hard for me because I'm just like I be attached to people and that's my problem. So I just was like, it was really hard for me. I took a while. I just had a conversation like, look, that's when I was pregnant anyway, so I about to have my baby. I was just like, I'm just not going to do music anyway, so all right, we done with this contract. It's already up. And I'm like, can I just get control of my TuneCore and things like that? And they was just like, they let me have it because I'm about to have my baby and everything. So it was amicable. Is that the word? Amicable.
So the contract expires or you get yourself out of the contract?
It was expired and it was also breached on their side. So no shade.
Got it. And for time reference, it's November 2021 now.
Mm-hmm.